This is part 2 of How to Play These Are the Days by Jamie Cullum. In the last video we worked on the intro and verse progression. Today we're looking at the chorus, the bridge, and then the structure of the song. We finished off the last video with this F7 add 9 chord, which transitions us into the chorus. Just really quickly we'll go back over that chord, which is F and E flat in our left hand. Our right hand's got G and A with our thumb sort of squished across like that, sort of flattened. Then we've got C and G on top of that with our right hand. So G and A, then C and G. There's our chord into an E7. This is middle C for reference. We're going to build this chord starting with our left hand on E, and then D on the top of that for our 7. So root and 7. E, D. Right hand builds a normal E major chord, which is just E, then G sharp, and B. To get the swing that I was talking about in the last video, I will sometimes add our octave E on top of that. We then move into an A minor 7, which is A octaves in our left hand. Right hand's going to play G, then just a C major chord on top of that, which is C, E, and G. G, C, E, G. With the A's in our left hand turns us into an A minor 7, from C major to an A minor 7. We then move into a C major over D, or a C suspended chord, which is the same chord in our right hand. We're just moving our left hand up from the A up to octave D. So from the very start we had the F7 add 9 with our low G as well, into the E7, A minor 7, which is a chord that we use in the verse, into the C add 9, again another chord that we use for the verse, and then this little G major to C back to G sequence, which again we've used in the verse. What this is here is just G and D with our left hand up to G and E, back to G and D. So the difference is that moving on the top. Now right hand plays the G, B, G, which we've worked on quite a bit for last lesson, and we just switch from this up to G, C, G, back to G, B, G. So it's just G, C, G, G, C, G. With the left hand. Back to our F7 add 9 chord, taking us through the chorus one more time. E7 to the A minor 7. C over D. We'll run through it one more time. E7, A minor 7, C over D. And at the end of this chord, the second time that we play through this progression, instead of going to the G and then that C, we instead move into an A flat 13 and then a B flat 13 as well, which takes us into the beginning of the verse again. The A flat 13 is going to have in our left hand A flat and E flat. Our right hand's going to have G, then C and D, and F. G, C, D, F, with A flat and E flat in our left hand. We're going to hold on the A flat 13 and then move to our B flat 13 as a transition back into the verse, which is going to be virtually the same chord with our right hand. All we're going to do is move each of the outer notes up one. So we keep our C and D, and we just move our G to A and our F up to G. So the full chord becomes A, C, D, and then G. A, C, D, and G. A, C, D, C. Left hand just adds B flat and F, which gives us this really nice chord. E7, A minor 7, C over D, slow it down a little bit into the A flat 13, hold that, B flat 13, back into our verse progression, which we play through 2 times. At the end of the second time, what we're going to do is move into our bridge. The chords for our bridge are going to be G major to C major, then to a G7, back to C major, and then we start our verse again. Starting with just our right hand, all we're going to do is move up like that, which is keeping G in our octaves the entire time. I'm just moving this middle from B up to C, up to D, back down to C. Okay, so it's G, B, G for our G major, and then G, C, G for our C, then G, D, G for our G major again, back to G, C, G for our C, and all our left hand is going to do is play G and D together to G and E, then G and F for our G7 with G, D, G in our right hand, back to G and E with the G, C, G in our right hand, which takes us directly back into that G chord, which we use to start our verse again. So starting from the very end of the verse, we go like this. Straight into the bridge. G, to C, and the G7, back to the C, and our verse again. Let's go back over everything that we've done in this video. So starting with the E7 for the chorus, we go up to A minor 7, then C over D, G, C, G, back to the F7, add 9, we go back over the chorus again, E7, A minor 7, C over D, kind of slowing everything down, moving to the A flat 13, B flat 13, and then we move into our verse, which we'll quickly go over. So there's the A7 at 9, A minor 7, C over D, we've got a little fill lick, all the way through again. Start our bridge, G major, hold on that, C major and hold again, G7, C major, into our verse. And this is what we play underneath the da-da-da-da section. In terms of the structure of the song, what we do is, of course, start on the intro, but then we go verse, chorus, verse, separated by a bridge. We then go verse, chorus, verse again. So intro, verse, chorus, verse, bridge, verse, chorus, verse, and then the bridge, but just doubled as the outro. The last thing that I'll note is to move into the outro of the song, which is that doubled bridge like I just showed you. All we need to do is, after we've moved from the A minor 7 for the verse, we go to that C over D. We just hang on that C over D for a little bit longer as he sings I Feel Fine, and then we go into that double bridge, which is G to C to G7 to C again, which we can hold on to, into G to finish off the song. I've got a cover up of the song, so go check that out so you can play along to it and see how the structure of the song goes. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please let me know if you have any suggestions for other songs that you'd like to see me do a tutorial for. Because I'm not a full-time content creator and I don't make any money off of these videos, I will add your tutorial suggestion to the list, but just know it may take me a little while to get to it because I have to make my own money so that I can make these videos to help all of you out. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you later.